I've been on the road for 25 days, completely alone. There's a reason I love traveling solo. It really is the ultimate freedom. I move when I want, stop when I want, change my mind whenever I feel like it. There's no pressure to entertain anyone, no worries about keeping up or slowing down. Just how I like it. Seeing the country the way I want to has been an incredible gift. The high moments are unparalleled. They make the tougher moments worth it. But riding alone this long also shows me the quiet stuff, like how softly the sun hits the horizon, seeing wild animals in stunning detail, or witnessing a landscape that moves me to tears, and realizing there's no one standing next to me to say, wow, this is incredible. Those little moments sneak up on me. They don't ruin anything, but they remind me that the solitude has an edge. Around 9,500 miles into my adventure, everything shifted. I found myself riding on this infamous mountain pass, alone and content, when fate had other plans in store for me. And honestly, it changed my whole perspective of this ride. Good morning from the stunningly beautiful Moab, Utah. We're still in Utah. I am officially checking out of my KOA. This cabin has been a literal oasis in this desert. Being able to go out in the early mornings, ride these incredible roads, and then come back to an air-conditioned cabin and get some work done during the heat of the day, I wouldn't trade it for anything. So the final 48 is complete. Utah was the last 48 state that I needed to ride to in this series, and we're officially leaving Utah. So that doesn't mean that the series is over. That means we are heading into the beautiful and colorful Colorado. If you ride Highway 550 north out of Durango, the scenery starts changing fast. The road slips into the Animas River Gorge, where bright blue water cuts through the red canyon rock, and sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll catch the old Durango and Silverton steam train chugging beside you. Climbing higher, the forest thickens into the San Juan National Forest, all pines and shadows and curves that disappear into deep green. And then suddenly, you burst onto Molas Pass. Well, made it to the summit of Molas Pass, I think is how you say it. I don't know. Super beautiful up here. We haven't even hit the start of Million Dollar Highway yet. We're heading into Silverton here in a little bit, but whoa! Now these are some mountain vistas. I have been to the Alps, I've been to the Appalachians, I've been to the Rockies a few times, but there's just something about the Rocky Mountains. Ooh, I feel the thin air. All right, stop and enjoy the view for a second, but let's continue on into Silverton, Colorado. By the time you reach Silverton, it feels like you've stepped back 100 years. It's a tiny mining town surrounded by massive peaks. Dirt streets, wooden boardwalks, and old mine ruins scattered across the hillsides.
So as soon as I got here, I realized that the Harley dealer is one of the little boutique Harley dealers where they just sell t-shirts and stuff. So we can't check our mileage. Once again, this is like the third time I've tried to check my mileage on this trip, and I can't get it done. So I think either I'll have to do it somewhere in Denver, or I might just wait until I get to the Black Hills and do one big check-in with like an additional 8,000 miles or something. I had to take a little break here in Silverton because as I was going over that pass, I noticed myself start yawning, and I realized it was the elevation. So the elevation, I'm like, in Silverton here, we're a little over 9,000 feet. And then on that pass, it was over 10,000. So got myself some water, took a little break, and hopefully we can feel 100% recouped before we hop on the most beautiful part of the highway. Truly an incredible view in this area. I can't even imagine living in places like this full time. Like winter. What do you do in the winter? Well, I think we've hung out here long enough. I feel a lot better, drank a whole bunch of water and just kind of let myself acclimate to the elevation. But we have about an hour and 45 minutes until we get to camp, but I want to see the highway and maybe take some pretty photos. So we still have quite a few hours. I think it's time to head back to the motorcycle and go enjoy $1 Million Highway.
The real legend starts north of Silverton. This is the heart of the $1 Million Highway. The truth is, no one agrees on how it actually got its name. Some say it cost $1 million a mile to build back in the early 1900s, and others swear it's because $1 million worth of gold ore was accidentally paved right into the road. But anyone who's ridden it knows the real treasure is the view. The climb over Red Mountain Pass is intense, towering red iron peaks, blind corners, sheer drop-offs, and not a single guardrail in sight.
This road is insane. Like, genuinely one of the best mountain roads I have ever ridden. No wonder it got its name, $1 Million Highway. Wow.
Riding the $1 Million Highway alone, everything feels sharper. Each curve forces me to stay present, and in that focus, I hear my own thoughts more clearly. I notice how capable I am, how steady I can be when there's no one else to rely on or worry about. The narrow lanes, the drop-offs, the elevation, yeah, they're intense, but they don't shake me. If anything, they make me think, I'm actually doing this. Every mile reinforces that quiet confidence I've spent 10 years trying to build. There's a reason people talk about the $1 Million Highway the way they do. The road cuts straight through some of the most dramatic terrain in the San Juan Mountains. You're surrounded by peaks that rise over 13,000 feet. People love this road because it's one of the few places where the scenery does all the talking. You don't have to search for the grandeur here. It surrounds you the entire ride. And then you'll drop into Ouray, a little mountain town they call the Switzerland of America, wrapped in vertical cliffs and waterfall canyons, with hot springs steaming at the base of it all.
Okay, so I just got to my KOA and I've never stayed in a cabin like this. This is like so cool. It's huge. I have a massive porch and a grill. It's called the bunkhouse. It's like bigger than my first apartment in here. I have coffee, a TV, a whole kitchen basically. Wow, I just realized how big this is. Nice. I even have ice? I can have iced coffee? Spoiled. But yeah, I have like a couch, a coffee table, a bed, and the best part, it doesn't have a full bathroom, so I don't have a shower, but I have a half bath and a mirror. Dude, I love the camping cabins. Like, trust me, I love them, but when I don't have to bust out all of my linens and stuff, it's like, okay, here's my personal thoughts and opinions on why I have been staying in all of these KOAs. Hotels are nice, obviously. But when you have to park out in front, unload your entire bike, put all your luggage on one of those little trolley things, take it all upstairs, go back outside, move your bike into a parking spot, because most hotels do not let you park under the little awning thing anymore because it's it goes against their fire code and stuff. It's a fire lane. It has just truly become quite a pain in the ass, and I am tired of dealing with it. If I can find a motel on the road, that's a little nicer because you can kind of unload your stuff right out in front of your room. But I'm telling you, the motels here in America are just getting sketchier and sketchier. My favorite thing about staying at KOA is not only do I have excellent accommodations. I have swimming pools, I have the lounge inside, I have free Wi-Fi, I have showers, bathrooms, all of the amenities that come with booking at KOAs, but I have a safe space, basically, to park my motorcycle. That is hands down 100% the biggest thing that I have thoroughly been enjoying by staying at these KOAs is I know my bike is kind of safe and protected. Now, obviously, KOA cannot guarantee anything. It's always up to you to be responsible and lock up your motorcycle and make sure there's, no theft deterrent and stuff. But just in these little tight-knit camping communities, everyone has been so friendly. It feels like a little family around here. And as long as you're not obnoxious and disrespectful, which I obviously am not, people look out for you. People are noticing, they're saying hello. And so I've just thoroughly felt so safe at every single cabin I've been to. don't tell anyone this, but I actually didn't even lock my cabin door in Moab the entire weekend. And that was just out of pure laziness because the door kind of stuck. So the lock was really hard to lock. I just left it unlocked the whole time. Anyone could have walked in. Anyone could have taken anything they wanted, done anything. It's like, the community and the safety is unparalleled at these campgrounds. So I just wanted to let you know that I get to park my bike literally right out front. I get to load up everything right from my front door, and I've been thoroughly enjoying my time. I'm gonna miss not being able to check into a new KOA every day. But wow, $1 Million Highway. Holy moly. That was pretty intense, actually. I'm not gonna lie. My bike being fully loaded down on those super steep mountain roads, like the weight is noticeable on it, and so I had to like very cautiously approach. Not that I'm not cautious anyway. It was very noticeable, the weight on the motorcycle on those like crazy steep, twisty roads. And I have ridden much sketchier mountain roads than $1 Million Highway. I think the thing that made it really sketchy on $1 Million Highway is the amount of other people that are with you, and like full on tractor trailer semi trucks on that highway. That was wild. Other than the absolute conga line worth of traffic, this is beautiful. That was wild. I did not, I know it's like a main route, it's a highway, but like, holy crap. But I do think I'm going to call it a night for tonight, and then get up tomorrow, and probably, because I'm in this little bunkhouse for 2 nights, so I want to go ride around here in the, I think it's called Montrose. Please, leave a comment down below, but I'm about 45 minutes north of Ouray. So I would like to go ride and maybe check out Telluride or something. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of going with the flow, seeing what the weather patterns do and the temperatures and stuff. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the morning, and we'll go out and do some more riding.
Tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, do you have a ball? Yes, you do. 9 o'clock on the dot. We are good. Hi. Hey, how are you?
Nice
How's
to
your
meet
trip
you.
been? It's been fun.
Hi, ladies.
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see ya.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, that looks good. I thought about getting like a more traditional breakfast like that.
Dippy eggs. I almost got some eggs.
To put the kickstand on. I am so glad I decided to meet up with some friends today, have some people to ride with, and experience the San Juan Byway all the way out to Telluride. I wasn't really gonna do it, but Jess and I, Bikes and Balayage, that's who was in the video with me, we flipped a coin and decided that we were gonna ride out to Telluride, so it was amazing. I will say, if you are looking for a more relaxed scenic mountain ride, the section to Telluride was genuinely so enjoyable. It was like long, fast-paced sweepers, still super scenic. You're riding through like a little canyon gorge, but Million Dollar Highway itself was very people-y. So unfortunately, I'll put the bad out there first because it's followed by so much good. The views were absolutely spectacular. The road condition was really good. It was in really good quality. I do wish there was some more pull-offs just for, you know, photos and stuff, but honestly, like, I kind of see why they don't do that because it is a highway. It is a byway. It's not like a national park. So it is a means to get by. People are like going to and from work taking that highway, so I totally get why, but it would have been a little nicer to have some more places to actually like pull over and enjoy the views instead of looking at them really fast right before your next hairpin. So I'm very glad I came up through this section of the country. I've ridden in Colorado before, but I have never ridden in this section of Colorado, the southwestern section, and it was absolutely everything I've ever dreamed of. It was stunning. So I am going to spend the next couple days in Colorado, so look for some more mountain views and some more personal vlogs on my final 48 journey. But as I said, we are done with the 48 states, the lower 48 states. So just really enjoying my time here for the next couple videos. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. It was probably a bit more scenic than it was like storytelling. So I really appreciate you for sticking around and watching and being with me on this journey. So thank you so much again. If you haven't done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps out more than you know, and it's completely free to you. And I will see you in the next one. And until then, you guys be good, ride motorcycles, and I'll catch you later.
Why am I holding my breath?
Well, we just walked inside the brass ass and saw this beautiful bike. It looks like a Honda engine. This might be the dumbest thing I have ever done.